are. So, Deepsea Coders started with a simple observation. Every product we build starts with one question. What is actually showing this business down? Then we build around the answer.
Hi, we are Deepsea Coders. We are a Canadian incorporated technology company with delivery and operations right here in Sri Lanka, and we build practical digital solutions for real business problems.
Not software for the sake of software. Solutions that help organizations manage their people, their documents, their workflows, and their operations better, faster, and with full visibility.
From workplace incident recovery systems to electronic signature platforms to human resources business intelligence dashboards, we have the digital system for your everyday work operations. So don't forget us if you have a need. Our product suite consists of 4 core areas: e-commerce sign, our electronic signature and document management system; Edu ERP, our HRIS and workforce management system; staff recovery, our employee incident and return to work case management system; and LinkDue Pro is our learning management system for institute, organizations and teachers.
And beyond our products, we also do custom development. If your organization has a specific challenge which needs a tailored solution, we build it from the ground up, designed around how you actually work. So, that is what we do. And today, we are excited to bring it to you.
Welcome to Deepsea Coders product launch.
So next we have some team member from our Canada team. Her name is Corey Spray, and unfortunately she couldn't make it to the event today, but she'll be speaking to you a few words of her own experience.
Hi everyone, my name is Corey, and I'm joining you today from Canada. First of all, I wish I could be there with you in person, but since I cannot, I hope this gets as close as possible. When I was asked to be part of today's launch, I did not have to think twice, because what this team has built and what they are now bringing to Sri Lanka addresses problems I have seen affect organizations every single day. And I want to tell you about that. When I first came across Deepsea Coders, what stood out to me was not just the technology, it was the thinking behind it. This is not a company that builds software for the sake of building software. They build solutions for real problems, the kind of problems that HR teams, operations managers, and business owners deal with every single day. The manual processes, the scattered information, the approvals that seem to take forever, the paperwork that never ends. Deepsea Coders looked at all of that and said, there is a better way. And then they built it. What makes them different is that they do not just hand you a product and walk away. They sit with you, understand how your organization actually works, and make sure the solution fits. That has been my experience working with them, and it is something I have seen them do consistently. One of the first things I noticed was the way the conversation was approached. The focus was never simply, what can the software do? It was, what do people need to accomplish? Where are they getting stuck? And how can we make that easier? I was encouraged to be honest about what works, what does not, and what professionals actually need. That willingness to listen and to treat practical feedback with respect showed me that the goal was to solve the right problem, not simply to sell a product. When Deepsea Coders came to Canada, they came quietly, but with focus. Their approach was simple: find the organizations that needed better systems, understand their challenges, and deliver something that actually worked. And that is exactly what they did. The Canadian market is competitive. Organizations here have options and high expectations. So for Deepsea Coders to not just enter this market, but to build a real presence here, that says something about the quality of what they deliver. I first started working with Deepsea Coders by sharing my perspective from HR and disability management. From the beginning, the experience was collaborative. I was not expected to fit my experience into a pre-written product story or a nice little box. I was asked about the real pain points, the gaps in the tools already available, and what would make the work easier for the people actually doing it. That early experience gave me confidence that this work was being approached with integrity, respect, and genuine care. So let me tell you a little about the products, because I think once you understand what each of them does, you will start to see where they fit into your own world. Think about how many documents your organization handles in a week. Contracts, approvals, agreements, internal forms. Now think about how many of those are still being printed, signed by hand, scanned, and emailed back and forth. eFormaSign takes all of that and makes it digital. You send a document, your recipient signs it from wherever they are, and you have a completed, verified, traceable record without the delays of printing, scanning, and chasing paperwork. In Canadian workplaces, e-signatures can be used for many everyday processes: employment agreements, consent forms, accommodation documents, return to work plans, policy acknowledgements, and internal approvals. And these are just some of many ways that e-signatures can be used. In many contexts, electronic signatures are legally recognized in Canada, although the exact requirements can vary, of course, between each province. That makes the ability to verify identity, show intent, preserve the integrity of the document, and maintain a clear audit trail especially important. Before a tool like eFormaSign, a document may be emailed, printed, signed, scanned, and then sent back, sometimes more than once. That creates delays, version confusion, and extra opportunities for information to be missed. Keeping the entire process digital makes it faster, easier to track, and much easier to confirm that the right person signed the right version. Managing people is one of the most important things an organization does, but the administration that comes with it, tracking attendance, processing leaves, running payroll, maintaining employee records, can take up more time than it should. The HRIS and payroll system brings all of that into one place. HR and payroll are connected. Information is more consistent, and records are easier to keep up to date. I've worked in HR environments where employee information is one system, payroll is in another system, attendance and leave are tracked somewhere else, and case information for leaves and injuries may be sitting in spreadsheets, emails, or even a separate application. Every time the same information has to be entered again, it takes time and creates another opportunity for errors. When systems do not speak to each other, HR staff also spend a great deal of time checking, comparing, and correcting information. An integrated HRIS and payroll system changes that day to day. It reduces duplicate entry, lowers the risk of discrepancies, makes information easier to find, and allows HR professionals to spend less time reconciling systems and more time supporting people. So staff recovery is another one of the applications Deepsea Coder offers. And this one is close to my heart because it addresses something most organizations do not talk about enough. What happens after an employee becomes injured or ill? The initial report is made, but what follows? Tracking the absence, coordinating between teams, managing functional restrictions and limitations, and supporting the return to work. This is where things tend to fall apart. Staff recovery gives organizations a structured way to manage all of that, from the beginning of an absence to the point when the employee is back at work safely and sustainably. I've worked in disability case management for 16 years, and one of the most consistent complaints I have heard and made is that the available programs have not been designed around the actual work of disability management. They're often generic, difficult to customize, or simply clunky to use. As a result, case managers end up building workarounds and spreadsheets, emails, calendars, and separate notes just to manage one single case properly. That fragmentation matters. Follow-ups can be missed, communication becomes harder to track, and valuable time is spent searching for information instead of supporting the injured or ill employee. A case management specific platform like Staff Recovery can bring restrictions, action plans, communications, important dates, and return to work steps into one clear workflow. That supports safer and more timely returns to work and sometimes helps an employee return earlier than expected because nothing has been lost between disconnected systems. And finally, Linked U Pro. This one is for anyone who manages training courses or learning within their organization. Whether you are an educational institution, a corporation running internal training, or an individual instructor, Linked U Pro gives you one platform to build, manage, and deliver your courses. Your own branded learning environment with everything from course creation to student management to financial reporting built right in. When learning is managed across email, WhatsApp groups, shared drives, spreadsheets, and separate registration or payment tools, the administrative work grows very quickly. It becomes harder to know which version is current, who received the information, who completed the training, and what still needs follow-up. A platform like Linked U Pro creates one clear source of truth. Learners know where to go, instructors can manage the process in one place, and organizations can spend less time chasing information and more time delivering good learning. One thing I want to highlight, because it is something I've personally experienced, is how Deepsea Coders approaches customization. No two organizations work the same way, and Deepsea Coders understands that. They do not expect you to change how you work to fit the product. They work with you to make the product fit how you work. In the work I've done with them, I have seen client feedback treated as practical product insight. When a real organization says, "This would make such a difference for us," the response is not to dismiss the need or force a workaround. The team listens and looks at how the product can be improved. One example for me has been the conversation around staff recovery. In disability management, a system needs to reflect the actual work. Different types of absences, changing restrictions, follow-up dates, communication records, return to work plans, and reporting needs. I explained that the tools used in this field are often too rigid and force case managers to build workarounds outside the system, as I mentioned previously. Instead of treating that as resistance, the feedback is taken seriously and used to explore how the program could be made more flexible and more useful. That is the kind of customization that matters. Not adding features for the sake of it, but shaping the program around the real work people need to do. That kind of partnership is rare, and it is one of the reasons I am proud to be associated with this team. What is happening today is something I think is really exciting. Everything Deepsea Coders has built and refined through years of working with organizations in Canada, the products, the process, the people, is now coming to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is an exciting place for this next chapter. Organizations across the country are growing. The talent is here, and the need for better digital systems is real. Deepsea Coders is not coming here only to sell software. They are coming here to build partnerships, solve real problems, and make a genuine difference. I've seen what they can do, and I cannot wait for you to experience it too. To everyone in the room today, thank you for being here and for giving Deepsea Coders your time and attention. I genuinely believe that for many of you, today is the start of something that will change the way your organization works. Not dramatically, not overnight, but meaningfully and for the better. The Deepsea Coders team is incredible. They care about what they build, they care about the people they work with, and they will be with you every step of the way. I'm excited to see what comes from every conversation today. Thank you and enjoy the event.
Also, we have many products in our company, and mainly we have 4 products which we like to introduce to Sri Lanka. And our first product is e-sign.
Every business runs on documents, contracts, approvals, agreements, the paperwork that keeps operations moving. But printing, signing, scanning, and following up takes time your team simply does not have. With eFormaSign, sending a document for signature takes seconds. Your recipient gets notified instantly, opens the document from anywhere, and signs without printing a single page. And because the right person needs to be signing, eFormaSign's multi-factor authentication ensures every signature is verified, secure, and legally sound. Your dashboard gives you a real-time view of every document in your workflow, what's been completed, what's pending, and what needs attention, so nothing gets lost and no follow-up is missed. Signatories can save their signature for future use, making the process faster every single time. With built-in templates, your most used documents are always ready to go, consistent, structured, and sent in moments. And with instant notifications at every step, your entire team stays informed the moment a document is signed, declined, or requires action. eFormaSign. Every document, every signature, always in control.
Every organization runs on its people, but managing them, their records, their attendance, their leave, their payroll, becomes harder the more your workforce grows. With the Deepsea Coders HRIS and payroll management system, attendance is captured in real time and linked directly to payroll, so the data your team relies on is always accurate and never assembled manually. Leave requests are submitted, routed for approval, and tracked within the system, eliminating the need for email threads and missed approvals. Payroll is calculated automatically, built on validated attendance and leave data, with full support for allowances, deductions, bonuses, and overtime. Processed with confidence every time. Employees access their own pay slips, leave balances, and personal records through a dedicated self-service portal without going through HR every time. And leadership gets a real-time view of the entire workforce, headcount, attrition, costs, and performance, without waiting on a manually compiled report. From raising a job requisition to welcoming a new hire on day 1, every step is structured, tracked, and connected, so nothing falls through the gap. HRIS and payroll management by Deepsea Coders. Your people managed better.
Whether you are an institute, an organization, or an individual teacher, managing courses, students, and learning experiences across disconnected tools is harder than it needs to be. Link2U Pro starts with your teachers. Register them in the system, assign their courses, and configure exactly what they can do, from creating batches and hosting live classes to grading assignments and publishing courses. Teachers, institutes, and organizations can build and publish courses directly within the platform, with full control over content, structure, and availability, all under their own brand and tailored to their learners. Students submit assignments and supporting documents directly through the platform. Teachers review, grade, and publish results, all within one connected environment. With the built-in site builder, institutes and organizations can design and launch their own branded LMS site, ready to go live and reach their learners. Real-time dashboards give you visibility across every teacher, every course, and every student, so you can always spot what's working, what needs attention, and where learners are. And with built-in financial reporting, institutes and organizations can track course revenue, transactions, and billing, all from within the same platform. LinkedU Pro by Deepsea Coders. Every course, every learner. One powerful system.
When a workplace incident happens, the immediate response is usually handled. What comes after? Tracking absence, collecting documents, coordinating teams, planning a return to work is where structure breaks down. Staff recovery gives HR teams one place to log the incident, capture the details, and open a case that stays connected from day one. Every document, update, and next step stays connected to the same case, so HR teams always have a complete picture without piecing it together from emails and shared folders. Absence linked to the case is tracked in real time, giving HR teams clear visibility into who is away, for how long, and where the recovery of the employee stands. Follow-ups are assigned, tracked, and visible, so important actions are never missed, and cases keep moving without depending on memory or manual reminders. When it is time to bring an employee back, return to work planning is coordinated within the same connected case, with clear timelines and structured support, removing all the gaps in communication. And when the case closes, the data does not disappear. Reporting and predictive analytics help leadership spot patterns, understand impact, and take action before the next incident builds up. Staff Recovery by Deepsea Coders. One connected process, from the moment something happens to the insight that helps prevent what comes next.
Team was located here in Sri Lanka, and then we've been developing most of our products to the Canadian market. Now we are coming back to Sri Lanka, and then we are thinking of selling some of our products to the Sri Lankan market as well.